Welcome to this sit workout or sprinting interval training, or you could also call it high intensity interval training, because it's all about doing intervals, so we are boosting that metabolism. You're gonna bring an exercise mat and some good shoes and water, and no equipment else is required for this workout. It's gonna take approximately 20 minutes, including a warm-up, and then I will put a link in the end for some stretching if you choose to do that. We have 4 exercises. We're going to do the same exercise twice, moving on to the next one. So this is going to be 4 rounds in all instead of the usual 3. So enough talking, let's go, and I will of course guide you all the way through. So welcome to this workout. We are ready, starting out by a step touch out here and pushing arms forward. We're going to start from the top, chin is in, chest is up, and you have engaged your core and of course your pelvic floor. You know all about that if you have been here before, and if you're new, then welcome to you. So pushing forward and back, some retraction between your shoulder blades and stepping out to the side. Hands above shoulder level, pushing upwards, so you're raising that heart rate a little bit more. So just a short warm-up before we do the workout itself. This could be a workout on a busy day, so you still get some job done. In the center, we are gonna lift our knees up. Make sure you keep that slightly extension in your lower back, and you're gonna inhale and exhale. On the way up, you're gonna point your toes down, open in your ankle joint. We're gonna push our arms out to the side instead, lifting yourself up, looking proud. You should be. You're here, you got your gear, and you're ready to do the workout. Both feet down and swinging arms up, warming up your spine rotation. As I usually say, when you're rotating around your spine, you're kind of self-massaging that back. Always good to do some mobility as well. We're gonna go for another 8 and 7, bouncing in your knees and turning for 4 and 3, 2, hands on your thighs, going from one side to the opposite, and you're gonna push your buttocks back, keep your knees behind your toes, and your chin is in. So stay in this nice, good, straight alignment. Moving from one side to the opposite, get a little bit of a stretch in your inner thighs. Open up in your hip joint. Rotation, so shoulder coming towards the opposite leg, turning, and still get that support from hands on your thighs. Chin is in, and we're gonna go with another 8. Pushing from one side to the opposite. And pushing forward. Final 4, twisting, 3 and 2, and into center. Do some extension in your lower back and flexion. Push still your buttocks back and squeezing and engaging your ab muscle. 2 more, lifting ourselves all the way up and open in your shoulder joint. We are ready to do the first exercise, which is going to be a jump squat touchdown. So we're going to go down here, lifting ourselves up. For a modification, you can go up on your toes, but still do push that buttocks back, and also do remember to stay up in a straight alignment. 40 seconds on, 20 seconds for the next, twice of the same exercise, moving on to a strength exercise, and then we're gonna continue for the final 4 exercises. Countdown for 10 seconds. So 2 is gonna be a pulse exercise, 2 strength, 2 pulse, and 2 strength, 2 and 1. So bringing ourselves up, lifting up, chin is in and chest is up. So you wanna stay up in that nice position where you are gonna move it upwards and down again. Keep chin in and do that touchdown, but you only want to keep going. You only want to do the touchdown if you can bend your knees so you can touch the ground. So you don't want to go like this. You want to stay up put and make sure you stay in that straight alignment. 5 seconds. 2 and 1. And we have a little bit of a break, and then we're gonna move on with the next one. So ready to settle in 8 seconds. Just getting my Timer on here on my watch. 3, 2, and let's go for second round. Bring it up, bring it down. Inhale as you go up, exhale as you go down. Straight up, back again. We have 2 body weight strength exercises coming right up after this one. So pushing yourself, so you are pushing that intensity up above approximately 85% of what you're capable of doing. So feel it. Can you put in an extra 10%, or are you there where it fits you? And 2 and 1. Yes, 2 rounds for that one. And then we're gonna move on for a star sit-up. So we're gonna push our lower back down. Keep your chin in, and we're gonna move up to sitting position, all the way back down again. Yes, if possible, you're gonna keep your feet up. 3, 2, and 1. So bring it up and back again. If this is too much, you can always put your heels down. That makes it a lot easier to keep your lower back down. Or you can go up as far as possible and back again, and then you'll be stronger over time as long as you just keep practicing, of course. Make sure you don't lift off with your head. The movement starting by you pushing that lower back down, engaging your core and pelvic floor. Only 5 seconds left. Yes, and that was the first one. Up for a straight position here, and we're gonna move on to second round, and then we're gonna come back to a pulse exercise. Don't forget about that pushing down with your lower back from the beginning. 4, 3, 2, and up we go. Slowly back down again. Of course, you can do modification here. Maybe it's possible for you to go up when you have your feet down, or else you're just gonna lift as high as possible. Arms out so you look like a star. So it's a star sit up. And don't forget about engaging your pelvic floor, pushing everything downwards towards that pelvic floor. 10 seconds. And bring it up. Yep, so you can do it, do the modification and keep driving. 2, and here we are for those 2 rounds. Now we're gonna do jump lunges, and we're gonna try to stay with our hands above shoulder level, pushing it down here. So bring them up. If that is too much, you can still go with an ordinary. And if you need a little bit more modification, you could go down, knee up, down, knee up. Yep, let's go. So as we straighten our knees, we are straightening our arms up, pushing buttocks back. Keep moving. If you have a knee issue, you might want to go with a little bit of a shorter distance between your feet. It's easier to stabilize around your knee joint if you make sure that you get a little bit more close to those feet. And of course, you can do a little bit of everything. You can do that. You can do this. Continuing from here, 8 seconds. But try to affect your heart rate. Yes, we have a break and we have another one coming up. So be affected. You can listen to your heartbeat and you can listen to your breathing. 8 seconds, shoulders back, and get ready. And 3, 2, and push it up. So either keep going here, a little less of a distance between your feet, or you can go down and up here. It all depends on where you are in your fitness journey. You're gonna do what fits into your position. Final round. Inhale, exhale, stay up straight. Pushing off, going low so you can feel your glutes working. Keep moving, 5 seconds. Yes, that was the second one. Now we're gonna do a push-up tap shoulder. Hands underneath your shoulders. Bring it down, tapping up, alternative arm, And of course you can go on your knees and do the same. Let's go. Bring it up. No hyperextension in your lower back. Stay straight. If you are slacking in your lower back, don't worry, go down and tap. But try to stay just above your kneecap. So lift your heels up so you get just above. It's a lot more comfortable than lying straight on, because you also need to extend your hips so you're not pushing it back here. Chin is in, and let's go for equal amount on each. Yes, get away from those arms for a short break, and then we're gonna go for a second round and coming back up and using our lower body for the 2 next round of each of the 4 exercises. So you might not be that fan of let's go push up, but it's a great full body exercise because you are engaging your core. You have shoulder stability, you have chest work, arm work, and you can add so many different kind of spices and flavors, so you can do this in an even harder way. Slowly down, and do remember you can go down on your knees. But also remember, this workout is not gonna take that long. So let's 3, 2, and up again. So now for the next exercise number 1, the jump squat touchdown, 2 rounds, and so on. So what I like about shoulder workouts is that we can push the intensity. Don't run into that trap where you work out for hours and hours. Let's go. So we want to be time saver, and we want to make it 2. So we make ourselves strong and not tired, and you don't want to produce a lot of cortisol, that stress hormone. Of course, when you work out and you're stressing your body, then you are producing some cortisol, but we want to keep it in a little bit less of an amount compared to working out for hours, because actually your body don't know about stressing. One kind of stress can be better than other, of course, but we want to keep it smart and efficiently. Yes, so that was the 3rd round, and now it's the bonus round where we're going to do it 1 more time, and then we have completed the jump squat. So stay up nice here, so you can get a lots of space for your air to come in and leaving again. Let's go, pushing it up, butt back. I don't know about you, but when we do the same exercise twice before moving on and doing 4 rounds, it kind of makes time flies a lot faster. So inhale as you jump up, or do the modification up, down. It's always good when you do the modification that you just doing it and doing it as close as possible to the original exercise, because then the transaction into doing it even more efficiently, it's going to be much more smooth. Yes, so completed for that one. If you don't remember, I will remind you, the star sit-up is coming up. This is where you can keep your heels down, and if you're all pro, you're gonna lift your legs up. All about that pushing down, engaging pelvic floor. Let's move. Up we go, and slowly down. I like to exhale here, and I like to inhale on the way down. So pushing it up, slowly back down again. 20 seconds left. Out, arms in, arms, legs out, and in, and you can continue here, and maybe it's all good for you to stay down. I like to practice those kind of sit-ups where you get all the way up to sit, because it's a good ability to be able to do and break as we are aging. And maybe you think, come on, and Kristen, it's no problem to get up from my back to a sitting position in daily life. No, but I'm telling you, from the patients I see as a physiotherapist, that can actually be a big issue. So let's go again, final round for this one. So all about that, those things that we just take for granted, like jumping, like getting up and down from the floor, getting up, sitting position. That is of course a natural thing when we are younger, but somehow those abilities kind of disappear if we're not focused on it. Just like hand strength as well. I cannot count how many patients I had that have a hard time open a glass or bottle because their hand strength, yes, has disappeared. Let's go up for a standing position. So shoulders are back, those arms coming up if possible. So when you think about it, if you have somebody in your family who's a little bit is older than you, let's go, then you might sometimes have to help them open a bottle or something. And one day, whoopty whoopty, we are in the same position, but then again, no, because we're gonna prevent it and we're gonna fight for it. So this is what it's all about, keeping our strength, our mobility, our ability to run up the stairs. And we are good at what we practice. Stay up straight, bouncing, and if possible, keep arms above shoulder levels. 2, and here we are with that one. One more, and this is actually our final pulse exercise for today's session. Moving on to that push-up for the upper body. I like those full body workouts. 4, 3, 2, and bring it up. Pushing it. So I like to say up here, I can do it, I can, I will, and I have to. That kind of mentally pushed me to complete. But of course, as I said before in some of the other sessions here, I need to work in a pace where I can talk to you and guide you along the way. So if I were to do this on my own, zip it up, I would not be able to talk. So this is where you should be, if possible, pushing yourself around those 85% of your maximum ability. Yes. We are ready for the push-up. And 8 seconds. So toes or knees in. Besides, you're not on straight on your knees, you're up on your toes. Let's go. Shoulder down, tapping up. Chin is in. And no worries if you need to go down here, you can do that. That is usually going down, this is the hardest part. So maybe you're able to go down here, but then you need to put your knees in, and then you can come back into a straight position. But no hyperextension, always the muscle and the mind connection. Always feel what you're doing to get the most out of it. 4 seconds, engage your core, and let's have a little bit of a break before we move on to the final one. And then, whoopty whoopty, we've been doing 4 rounds. I was about to say easy peasy, but no. Shorter time, high intensity. 3, 2, and push it. Tapping for some extra spice, some shoulder stability. And of course, you can always go a little bit more square and do it from here. Again, I don't know where you are in that journey, but I definitely know that you are doing the best possible in your power. 8 seconds, keep it on. You got to move it. And here we are. I'm gonna put the timer to a stop, and you are finally gonna grab some water, well deserved water. get rid of the sand in my mouth. Thank you so much for joining me, and please hit the subscribe button if you haven't done it. Share the link with somebody you love and you want to be in shape as well. If you care about them, if you want to be able to do their best. And you could always put a comment. I have noticed that a lot more people are putting a comment below the session than before. So that makes me very happy to know that you're out there working out with me and doing this session and what you think about it. So I will put, as I said in the beginning, a link on top and below so you can do some stretching, or else just go ahead and have a wonderful day. And don't forget about stay happy, stay healthy, and stay strong. Take good care. Bye.